Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another video where I'm doing some cash stuffing. It's the beginning of August, so I'm going to be stuffing my 2 binders for that month. I'm going to be talking to you about some new envelopes that I have, some new savings challenges, just a few things going on. So to get to the point, let's start stuffing. I'm going to start with my low priority sinking funds binder because it's got a lot of nothing in here. So let's just see what we're working with here. So we're starting with gas. So gas, I last month did 400 because I was like, oh, maybe I'll do less driving because the kids aren't going to school. That was wrong. I actually went so over budget. I had to go into my maintenance folder to fill gas. So I'm putting gas back at 450. So I'm going to do 200, there's some 20s and some 10s. So I won't make that mistake again. Whether the kids are in school or not, I'm still going to be driving, and that's just what it is. And I need the money in the folder. So we have 200, 400, 20, 40, 50. So we have 450 going in for gas. All right, next we have groceries. Groceries, I originally started off with 2,480. But that just was not working for me, and I felt like I was really stretching it, and it was just frustrating. So I decided I'm just going to add more to the grocery budget to see if I can figure out something in the meantime, figure out where I can get cheaper groceries, I don't know, make different meals. Still trying to sort that out, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to do 2,600 this month. So we have 1,000, 2,000, 200, 300, 400, 450, 550, 6. So 2,600. For groceries. I mean, it's not terrible for the size family that I have, but I still would love to save money if I can. So I'm going to keep working on that. Personal, I'm going to do 275. Nothing really planned for the month, but it's good to have a little bit extra money in case I see things or I want to do things. You never know. So 275. These fives are real crisp. Make sure I don't have more than I need. That should be good. 150, 200, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75. 275 in here. After personal, we're moving on to dining out. Dining out, we're doing 200 this month. We used all of it last month. I know that we usually eat at home, but we were out a few times. So I thought, hey, why not? Let's just grab something to eat since we're out, and I don't want to go home and cook. So that's what we did. And so now we're going to do 200. So 100, 50, 70, 90, 200. That's dining out done. Next, we are moving on to entertainment. So we're going to do 250. By the end of this month, the kids should be going back to school. So we might do one other thing, maybe, or so, before the month ends. But we're chilling for now. But just in case we want to do something, let's put a little something in there. So we're going to do 250, so 100, 200, 20, 40, 45, 50. That's 250. Next, we're going to move on to miscellaneous. Miscellaneous keeps growing. I started miscellaneous with 100, and now miscellaneous is at 250. Don't even ask. But it is what it is. So I'm just going to keep adding to this. Whatever I have in there, I use. If I don't, I'll try and roll it over maybe. We'll see how that goes. So we'll do 4 5s. What did I say? 250? Is that equal 250? Let's see. 100, 200, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah, 250. It's a pretty crisp 5 for one of the older bills. I wonder if they're still producing the older ones. Still. Not sure. Doesn't matter. All right, so that's it for miscellaneous. Next, children's envelope. So we have school coming up. Still several things that need to be purchased. Shoes, backpacks, stationery, still some uniforms. The list goes on and on. If you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to put 1,000 in this envelope this month. I just pushed all of my 5s onto the ground. I need this money. Please come back. All right, back to what I was saying. So I'm gonna see, hopefully this gets us exactly what we need. Hopefully it's just enough. If it's not, we'll see what we'll do. So we have 500, 700, 900, 1,000. I hope it's enough because now I think this envelope has had so let's see. I funded it with 400, I think it was. No, I funded it with, that was so wrong. That was so wrong, guys. We're on children's clothing. We're not on school. Let me just rewind that before I start confusing myself. Children's clothing. We're going to do 250. That is what's supposed to be in children's clothing. So this we used this month, so I had to pick up a few things. I had said that I cleaned out my kids' clothes and then realized that they had nothing, so I had to go shopping. So I need to refill that, and hopefully they'll get a few more things here and there. We should be good for the month. So 220, 40, 50. That's making some more sense. Children's clothing does not need 1,000. It needs 250. Now what does need 1,000 is school. Now, like I was saying, I had funded it and it was at 900, and then I was going to add this 1,000. So the total would be 1,900 in here. And even still, I feel like that's real tight. Like, I'm just going to be getting enough of everything. I don't even know if it's going to be enough. Private schooling is not cheap, my friends. Not cheap at all. So let's see. 500, 700, 900, 1,000. And so let's see what's currently in here. I should have probably counted that all together. Let's try that again. I've been buying some things here and there so that some of that money is done. So I have 500, 700, 900, 1,000, 100, 200, 250, 300, 1,000, 310. We might just make it. Let's see, inshallah. And then future me. This is a new envelope that I decided to create. So I was thinking that I have a personal envelope, but personal is really just for if I want to go out and grab something, if I see something I want to buy, something I like for myself, I don't know, anything random for me. But I really thought about what am I doing for me. So whether it's something like taking Quran classes or Arabic lessons, or if I want to take a course on finances to kind of upskill myself, I don't have the funding for that. So I thought, why not make an envelope that kind of is dedicated to me and upskilling myself and educating myself. So that's kind of how this envelope came to be. So I'm going to slowly fund this, and if I find something I want to do, a course I want to take, a hobby, something, I'll put money into this and I'll use that money. So I'm going to start off with 150. So we'll make it simple, we'll do 100 and a 50. So here's to future me, inshallah, and may Allah give me success in whatever it is I choose to do. I mean, please, if you are, no matter what you do, whether it is cash stuffing, any kind of budgeting, if you're trying to be financially aware where your money's going, always remember to have some money set aside for those who are in need. Your wealth is truly a blessing, and giving to someone else is not going to take away from your wealth, but it is going to help and support other people in their lives, and there's great reward in it. So I highly encourage you, in whatever form that comes for you, to do give back. So now I'm going to move on to my high priority sinking funds. So we're at Build a Masjid, this very long-term goal that I have for myself. I know on some platforms people gave some suggestions, and I appreciate it, but really for me, this is really important to me. This is something that I really want to do. I feel like I've been blessed to have a job, to have an income, family, children, many things I'm blessed with, and this is one goal that I would love to achieve on my own. Although there are many organizations and places where you can donate towards building a masjid, this is something that I would like to use my wealth that I've been blessed with to hopefully, inshallah, be able to build a masjid. So I'm going to start funding this a little bit more, probably in a few months. I'm going to go from funding a lot more to a little, to lots to little, just to see what happens. So I'm going to put 50 dirhams in for now. And let's count and see what we have here. Let's have 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 5, 10, 15, 20. 320. Alhamdulillah. Okay, that's it for Build a Masjid. Now let's move on to maintenance for my car. I'm going to do 200 this month for maintenance. Let's do 100 and 250s here. And let's count and see what we got. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500. Okay, we're getting there. I may stop at around, I always say 1,000, 1,500, but let me just get there first and see. Next, we're going to move on to car insurance. For car insurance this month, I'm going to put 100. Let's just grab this 100 and let's count it out. We have 100, 250, 70, 90, 95, 300. We have 300 in car insurance. We're doing okay. I might think about, like, for example, insurance and maybe maintenance. I might think about just fully funding it, getting that kind of out of the way, and then using that money and putting it towards something else. But I haven't quite decided yet. I'm still thinking about that. Visa renewal is going to get its regular. It's going to get 1,080. So I'm going to do 2 5s, 50, a 20, and a 10. 51,000, 50, 70, 50, 70, nope, yeah, and 80. 50, 60, 70, 80. There we go. Whoa, we're struggling with that counting for a second. All right, let's put this together and let's count and see what we have. Do I need to take out my calculator? Let me see. Let me try it without the calculator and see how I do. You know what? Why do that to myself? Let me just do the calculator now and free myself from any suffering. Here we go. 500, 1,000, 500, 2,000, 500, 3,000, 500, 4,000, 4,500, plus 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, plus 500, plus 51, 52, plus 200, plus 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200, 510. 210. We have 5,410 now in that envelope for Visa. All right. I think I'm going to need to do some cash condensing because these envelopes are getting thicker and, like you saw in the last video, harder to close. So that's Visa. Put this calculator back. All right, now we're gonna move on to phone bill. Phone bill, I'm gonna do the usual, 115. I might try and get this one done sooner also so I can allocate that money somewhere else. But let's see how maybe next month goes, probably not this month. So 115, I'm gonna put in, and let's count and see where we are. So I have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. 575 was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 575, yes. So close to halfway there for my total amount, my phone bill. Let's see, emergency. Emergency is gonna get $250 this month. So I'm gonna do 100, 50, 20, let's do some tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see what that makes. Should be 250. 150, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Good. All right, now let's see what we have in total here. 20, 50, and 100. And let's count it out. So we have 100, 200, 50, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 400, 410, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500, 510, 20, 30, 40, 50. We have 550 in emergency. We're just going to keep adding and adding and adding to emergency because we never know how much an emergency is going to cost us. So we want to make sure we have a good amount just in case. For health, we're going to be adding 300. So I'm going to do 20. This is definitely 200. 250s, 220s, and 25s. So we should have 250, 300, 20, 40, 45, 50. Good. Just making sure we have enough. We have 300. And then let's count and see. We haven't really had to use much as envelope. Seems like things are getting a little better around here. People aren't as sick as they usually are. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So let's count this out. So we have 200, 400, 500, 550, 600, 650, 700, 750, 770, 790, 800, 85, 810, 815, 820. 820 in health. Transportation, we're gonna do 100 in transportation. So I'll do 250s. And let's see where we're at with transportation. We have 150, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 400. And then we have savings. We'll do savings next, and then we'll move on to some savings challenges. So let's take out what we have here. This is getting way too thick for me to handle. All right, let me just move this over. Let me grab this calculator. Let's turn it on. So for savings, we're gonna do 3,000. So we have 1, 2, 3. So let's add that here, and let's count this out. All right, so we have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. So 9,000 plus 501, 502, 503, 504, 505, 500. 5,500 plus 2, 4, 6, 8, 1,200 plus 1,200 plus 1, 2, 3 plus 300 plus 20, 40, 60, 80, 120 plus 120 plus 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20 plus 120 plus 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 plus 30. So we should have 16,270. Okay, this is thick. All right, alhamdulillah. And let me put this calculator away, and let's see what we're left with, because we have our savings challenge here to the top of the Burj Khalifa. Let me pull this out, because we might be adding some to this. So we have left, let's see, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30. So we have 130. And we have 2 challenges now. We have to the top of the Burj Khalifa, and we have my 100 envelope savings challenge. So like I said, this one I'm going to do slow and steady, but I do want to kind of finish this one up. So I think I'm going to do 100 here, because I only have 2 200s and 200s, 2 200s left and 2 100s left. Is that right? Yep, that's right. So let's do 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. I'll put this 30 here. 100, and I'm going to get my new Sharpie, a new silver one. So this can be a little bit darker in color. I'll probably go over and color the rest of them again and recolor it. So it's really, ooh, this is really pigmented. Let's color this 100 here. Oh, this is much better than this little silver pen I had before. Yeah, that colors it. Maybe too blurry. It colored it much better than the others, but that's all right. Off camera, I will color the rest of it. So I'm gonna put this back. I'm gonna put 100 in the envelope for it, and then we're gonna count this out. We are almost there to end this challenge. Almost there. It's gonna be kind of tough to get to 500 by the end of this month. That's tough. We'll see. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. We'll do, let's get this calculator again. 600, 600 plus 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 290, plus 290, plus 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, plus 80, plus 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, plus 70, 1,040. Yep, That's right, we have 500 more, and then we'll be at 1,540. So let's put this in here for now. I might do some cash condensing of this also. This whole binder needs to be condensed a little bit. So that's gonna go in here. And then we're gonna move on to our 100 envelope. Oh, see, I can't close it. Stay closed, please. Let me just slide you in here. Put the calculator away. And let's pull out our 100 envelope. So, looks like that. We got our trusty little tracking sheet. And I'm gonna pull out my bronze Sharpie here. And so we have 30 left over. And so, because we have such high numbers in here, like the highest one is 500, that's a lot. I'm gonna go with something bigger. I'm gonna do 30 instead of doing the 10 and the 5. I'm gonna do 30. Make sure 10, 20, 30. Let's fold that in. This one has a nice print inside. It has like a black polka dotted little print inside. See that? It's nice. Drop that in there. So we have two. Oh, I feel so good. 2 whole envelopes filled. Let's put this over here for now, and let's fill in the 30. So we got 30 done. Doing nice Sharpies. There we go. And we'll put that back into the box. And we are good for our savings challenges. Let's get it in there. All right. So for today, we talked about some new envelopes I had. We stuffed some envelopes for the month, and we finished or started or continued some savings challenges. And that's what I got for you guys today. I'll see you in the next video, inshallah.